This is the first program, that is a demo 1. Okay, so what will be the output of this particular code? So looking at this particular code, we can understand that so there is a class demo 1, and within a class we have the two methods. One is a main method and second one is a fun function method. Okay, func method, or let's say it is a foo method, foo method. Okay, so yes, so when the main always begins to execute from the main method. So in a main method we have declared the two variables, so variable a and variable b is there. Okay, and the data type of these two variable is a boolean, so a is false and b is true. So ultimately we are providing the two parameters or arguments to the foo function. Okay, foo function. So true and false, this is what the sequence we are providing. So a is true, b is false. So sorry, false and true, these two are provided. So x will be the false, y will be the true. If false, so it means that else block will be executed. Else if, so there is a AND operation between the false and true, so it will again evaluate to the false, so else block will be executed. Now if not of y, so y is a true and not of y is a false, so again the else block will be executed here, and only the string that is here will be printed. So let us check whether it is happening or not. So demo 1 dot java, demo 1, right? So to understand this particular code, you need to understand some of the functions, some of the core Java concepts, that is a data type boolean, how the function is called by using the main function, how to pass the parameter to the function, how these particular parameters are again copied into the arguments. Okay, formal arguments, and these are the actual arguments and these are the formal arguments. So x and y, how to define one static method in a class, and then how to use the if else statement, and again it is a nested if else statement. Okay, in a else block again we have the if else, and again the operators, that is a AND operator, logical AND operator operation is there, and that is what the simple print system out println statement. Okay, so this much of the core Java concepts are required in order to understand this particular code. See the second Java code. In this particular Java code, one class is there, one public method is there, and one variable is declared of the data type short. Okay, so because short is declared, it should contain the integer value and the case value equal to 2, that is, this is the name of the variable and its value. So the meaning of the static is that it is meant for the class specific variable. Okay, so object cannot access this, every object will have the single copy, so there is nothing to do here in this code. We have not created the object, so this is as good as of no use here. Okay, so static keyword is there, and the final keyword will indicate that the value of this particular variable will not change during execution of the code. So in short, we have one variable whose value is 2. Now how this variable is used in a main code, main method, so that we will learn first of all. So for loop is there and it is executed for some duration, some iteration, and again there is a switch statement. So it means that we should have the in-depth knowledge of the for loop and switch statement also. So for loop is executed for the values of the I is equal to 0, 1 and the 2, because I is less than 3. So it means that this for loop is executed for I equal to 1, 2, sorry, I equal to 0, I equal to 1 and I equal to 2. For I equal to 3, this particular for loop will break down, and only for these three values the for loop will be executed. So let us check that if I value is 0, so switch off 0. So which case is matching to the 0? Case value is 2, so case of 2, so it is not matching. Case of 2 minus 1 means 1, it is also not matching, and case of 2 minus 2, it is 0. So after putting this particular 2 here, we will get this as a 2, this as a 2 minus 1, that is a 1, and this is a 2 minus 2, that is 0. So these are the case values here. Okay, when I is equal to 0, so 0 statement will match and the C will be printed. So I will write down here the output. So C will be printed. Okay, some space will be printed first and then the C will be printed. Then when I is equal to 1, some space will be printed, B will be printed, and because there is no break statement here, the C is also executed here, right? So when I is equal to 2, then some space will be printed, A will be printed. Again the case number 1 is also executed because there is no break statement. Okay, so again the B will be printed, and again the C will be printed because there is no because there is no break statement here. So every case should be followed with the break statement in order to avoid the further execution. So this is a fall through condition basically. So we should know the basic understanding of the switch statement here. So we will execute now. So the Java C and demo2 dot Java demo2, right? So CBC ABC, that will be the output. Okay, so such type of the questions will be asked in an interview. Okay, we have to think on that particular question.